You ready, Jason?
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
Right, sorry. Camera. Hey, how's it going? How's Manchester? How's life? How's stuff?
It's all good, all very, very good. Yeah, it's been a little while since we've been here, and we're very excited to be back.
So you're on tour in the UK. Show's good? The crowd's good?
Yeah, it's been fantastic, man. I mean, again, we came in with not minimal expectations, but nothing, rather unassuming as a band, and everything is far surpassed anything we could even try to anticipate. So it's been great. Yeah.
You were last night with Deftones, right?
Yep.
I mean, how does it feel to see sort of, how was it doing that tour for a start? Like,
I mean, that was surreality at its best. I mean, our band is seminal. They're like the Kings, man. They're like one of my favorite bands ever, and to be sharing the stage, not only sharing the stage, but like one night, like I got to come out and sing with them. Like that was just next level. Like something you don't really expect as a fan of music. You never expect to be playing with some of your biggest idols, I suppose.
But yeah, how does it feel to see, coming off the back of that tour, all these people, you're so far from home, coming out, checking out, and sort of making you feel welcome.
Yeah. Oh man, you'll see it tonight, I'm sure. Like every night is I'm like flabbergasted. I sit on stage or stand on stage. I might sit actually, sit or stand. At some vantage point, I look out and I see like how many people are there, and how many people. Not only how many people, it doesn't even matter how many people are there. It's how many people are like understanding what the fuck is going on. What the fuck we're doing as a band, and it just blows my mind every night. So thank you guys. Like, anyone that sees this, and is a part of this with us, like, thank you so much. It's so cool.
Your live shows, they've insane. It must take its toll on a big tour like this, though. Like, have you received any injuries yet?
Yeah, I got a couple. I think today we realized I have like fluid in one of my knees, so I might have to go get it drained at some point. But I mean, it's all in a day's work, I suppose.
You soldier on, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I think you just perform. You do what you do because you want to do it, and whether it be injury sustained or things that you lose or gain through all this is kind of part of the whole journey. So I embrace all of it.
Yeah. Stand up so I'm not on the thing. So you're touring in support of the Blackest Beautiful. It's been out for a few months now, and I adore it. Oh my god, I love it so much. The critical response has been amazing, but how is everybody else reacting to it as opposed to Fake History?
It's been very, very welcomed as a new release for us. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like, I mean, we just put ourselves into a record, put ourselves into a work of art, or not a work of art. That's a very grandiose way to put it. Our own sort of our own creative selves. We afforded ourselves to this project, and then we released it, and we really did we bear in mind that people deserve to have a good record because they were so supportive of the last record. So it was like a balancing act in some ways, like sort of feeding our creative nature as well as giving people what they might want to hear. And in the end, I think the amalgamation worked out pretty well for both us and the people that listen to Letlive. So yeah, it's great.
That's cool. I read about the production of the album, and it's something that's been one of the only divisive things about the record.
Yeah.
I think it sounds really raw and really emotive.
Yeah.
I mean, your voice does that anyway. That's one of the defining things about your band. Was it like? Is that something you were going for intentionally?
Yeah. Everything was deliberate, and there was a lot of intent behind everything we did. People may find a qualm or have some sort of scruple with the way it was mixed and recorded, but I mean, honestly, the record wouldn't have been the record it is had it not sounded the way it does. So whether it's enjoyed or it's disliked, I mean, that is the record it is. And unapologetically, really, we released it because we wanted to harness every bit of ourselves that we were giving to the creative process while recording. So that was it. That's the sonic representation of like what had happened in the studio.
I mean, to me, it sounded like it was a case of if you can't play it live, then don't put it on the record? Is that exactly what it was?
Yeah, man. Like even with like vocal effects, because I'm a fan. Like I'm a fan. I listen to like a lot of darker, trill, like idiosyncratic R&B. Like I'm like, that's my shit. I love it. So I tried to employ some of those things in the studio, and myself and our guitar player Jeffrey have worked on ways so we can do it live with like effects where we initiate the effects on stage, so that they're actually being ran through and they're working. And it's by no means a crutch. Like people wonder, like they ask, because autotune has this crazy stigma. The word and idea of autotune has this crazy stigma. Dude, there are parts of the record where I straight am off key because I'm so out of breath. Like, there's no need for us to use autotune. We let it be what it is. But there are effects that we do enjoy and sort of enhance, and that's the way I hear it in my head. So I wanted to put it in a record, you know.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I mean, you're working with Epitaph for this record as well. Legendary indie label. How did that come about? First of all, how does it feel to be sort of part of that family?
It's incredible. I mean, again, it's like a pipe dream realized. You know, as a young, like, you know, sort of subversive-minded kid into punk rock and all those things, and as well as hip hop. They have their hand in hip hop acts like Bus Driver and Atmosphere. You know what I mean? Like, just it's an incredible label, and they've always done it properly. I think, and we all think so. It's incredible to be a part of it, and it's an honor to be, you know, at one point, I know, alumnus of that. You know?
How did it come about? How did they?
Apparently, our friend Oliver Sykes from a band called Bring the Horizon had let Brett know about our band, and then that was kind of how the buzz started. They started talking about us, and then they came out to check us out after we had released Fake History, and then we soon had a call from them that they wanted to, you know, sign the band. So yeah, I think it was just hearing about us, and then experiencing what it was we were doing live. Enjoyed the record.
Good old finally, what do you see as the next step for Letlive? Like, 2013 has been huge.
Yeah.
So how do you talk?
I just keep moving forward, really. Just keep evolving and stay forward thinking, and understand that, like, you as a band are granted such a privilege when you have people that want to listen to you. Make sure you keep them aligned with you in a way that is organic, and that's all we're going to do, is just keep developing as organically as possible, and try to be a band, like not a certain type of band, just a band that does music and art in a way that may be considered one day worthwhile, you know?
Yeah. Awesome.
That's awesome.
Thank you for taking the time.
No worries.
Thanks so much, Sam.
Thank you.